Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, new details on the collapse of a lighthouse walkway that left 11 people injured.
Plus, a look at some of the many ways local Mainers remember the victims of the September 11th attacks.
And opponents are speaking out against a plan to create a power company that's owned by Mainers.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
Good morning everyone. I'm Craig Colson. We'll have those stories coming up. But first, a check of the forecast. Looks like kind of just rain showers on and off for us today. We of course are also keeping a close eye on Hurricane Lee, which continues to pick up strength and is churning out in the Atlantic right now. Right now we're trying to figure out how that's going to impact Maine. Some of the models are bringing it very close to the state of Maine, while others are kind of pushing it up towards Nova Scotia. One way or another, it looks like this weekend we will be dealing with some wild weather around here. The waves could be big, could have a lot of rain, so we'll be watching that close. In the meantime, just time to think about it and maybe get prepared.
Right. Likely could throw a wrench in any weekend plans.
Yeah,
though.
I'd say.
Yep. All right. In the meantime, let's get a first check of that forecast with Conrad Sapinski.
Thank you so much. Our first weather today is brought to you by Maryland Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, folks, once again, it is a rainy start to the day. Lots of clouds out there and scattered rain showers continuing to fall all over the area. Indicated here by the visibility is a little bit low here in town. Coming in at 5 miles, look at the coast. Much lower visibilities as that fog, that thicker fog, is situated in the region, combined with some low, thick clouds. Rain in the region, and yes, visibilities are low, folks. Leave a little bit extra early for that morning commute. Better to leave extra early and drive safely to work. Our temperatures are in the mid-60s. Same thing in Bar Harbor, Rockland area. But look just up north. We're talking lower 60s in some spots. Millinocket, Greenville region, that's where we're looking at those lower 60s. Other than that, pretty quiet. Our winds are around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some places like Bar Harbor and Greenville are coming in with a 0 mile per hour wind, so not too bad. Later on today, we will have temperatures hovering close to 70 degrees. Scattered rain showers in the area. Lots of dry hours as well. For tonight, same story. Besides temperatures in those lower 60s, dense fog in the area. For tomorrow, scattered rain showers with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures around 70 degrees. Later on today, though, we are looking at those scattered rain showers. Temperatures slightly warming up, hovering close to 70 degrees.
New details this morning concerning Sunday's police standoff in Deer Isle. According to the Hancock County Sheriff's Office, it was just before noon on Sunday when deputies attempted to arrest Aaron Bulger of Deer Isle on a warrant charging him with burglary. They say Bulger resisted arrest and allegedly assaulted a deputy and police canine. Deputies did fire shots during the encounter, and the state police tactical team was called in for assistance. After the several hours-long standoff was resolved, Bulger was taken into custody and then examined and treated at a local hospital. It does not appear Bulger was hit with any gunfire. The incident is currently under investigation by the Attorney General's office, and Sergeant Travis Frost and Deputy Zach Allen from the Hancock County Sheriff's Office have been placed on administrative leave, which is standard procedure when an officer fires their weapons.
Meanwhile, a Madison man pleaded guilty to wire fraud and attempted wire fraud in U.S. District Court in Bangor. According to court records, between June of 2021 and April of 2023, 51-year-old Aaron Hoster removed UPC labels from low-cost items and then put them on higher-priced items, which he then bought. Hoster defrauded multiple Home Depot and Lowe's stores here in Maine. Records show he cheated the retailers out of more than $51,000. He now faces up to 20 years in prison and a fine of up to $250,000.
The Maine State Police recently charged a man with operating under the influence after he was found driving on the wrong side of an Interstate 95 exit ramp. According to the Maine State Police, on Friday at approximately 7:20 p.m., a state trooper was on patrol, exiting I-95 at ramp 180 in Herman. At this time, he observed a 2013 Ford F-150 driving past the Do Not Enter sign from Route 2, traveling north on the southbound exit ramp. He conducted a traffic stop, narrowly preventing the truck from entering the interstate. Upon investigation, 79-year-old Walter Weeks of Enfield Center, New Hampshire, was charged with OUI. The incident remains under investigation.
Well, new questions and new details today into the weekend collapse of a lighthouse walkway on the Mid-Coast that injured nearly a dozen people. Brad Rogers spoke with a Scarborough couple who fell into the rocky mud flats below, accidentally snapping a photo of the collapse as they fell.
Sign at the entrance to Doubling Point Lighthouse cautions people to enter at their own risk. But none of the people who came here Saturday could have imagined what would happen next.
We're standing on the bridge, we're taking pictures, then we weren't.
Glenn Reed and his wife Deb were in this group of people standing on the last section of the lighthouse walkway seconds before it collapsed.
At the time when it happened, you could hear the wood cracking. It just happened so fast.
The boards actually collapsed at kind of the highest point.
We came on scene to find approximately 11 patients that were on that ramp and that had fallen into the mud with some rocks and some debris.
5 of the injured 11 people were taken to the hospital. Deputy Chief Cummings believes there were more than 100 people here to see Doubling Point Lighthouse when the ramp gave way.
There were so many people there just because of the open lighthouse day.
It's horrifying.
Some wonder if the number of people on the walkway played a role in the collapse.
This lighthouse in particular gets a huge amount of visitors for Lighthouse Day, so I don't know how it happened.
How many people is too many for that I don't know.
The Reeds and their friends fell about 10 feet into the mud and rocks. Glenn's wife, Deb, accidentally took this photo of the collapse as she was falling.
We didn't even know that she had it. We were actually home that evening, and my son was just going through pictures on her phone. He was like, "Mom, you've got a picture like when the bridge collapsed."
Friends of Doubling Point Lighthouse, which owns the lighthouse, refused to answer any questions today other than to say we're all devastated. Right now, it's unclear which agency will investigate the collapse. For now, the lighthouse is closed indefinitely until repairs can be made.
There will be a change in the traffic pattern at the intersection of Range Road and East Dover Road in Dover-Foxcroft in the coming days. At the town's request, the Maine DOT recently evaluated the intersection and determined that there was a significant safety concern. It will be changed to a 4-way intersection. The town is asking motorists to stay vigilant of the new signage in the next few days.
The Belfast Veterans of Foreign Wars held their annual 9/11 Remembrance Day to honor the lives lost 22 years ago. Our Matthew Juronsik with that story.
September 11th, 2001, a day that is remembered by many. Nearly 3,000 lives lost and 6,000 injured in a world that has changed forever. This is something that the Belfast Veterans of Foreign Affairs memorializes on this anniversary.
We come out to remember those people so we can make other people hopefully remember also.
Belfast Police, Fire, and Emergency Services joined the group at the American Legion and the waterfront, remembering the day that shook the nation. Belfast Police Chief Bobby Cormier was chosen to place a pink flower honoring the lives lost on September 11th. He says it's moments in history like this that make him reflect on the importance of the work he does every day.
It's during those moments, during the ceremonies that we have for 9/11, that we pause and we think about what it was like that day, or must have been like that day for the firefighters and police officers responding to the Twin Towers. They did what any police officer or firefighter would have done that day, only they never got to go home.
Showing the Belfast community understands the importance of 9/11, they were on the streets cheering and thanking VFW and law enforcement for everything, something they deeply appreciate.
And to see people putting up flags, coming out to parades, cheering and clapping, it means so much, especially for those veterans that came before us that didn't get that same reception.
All the residents of Belfast are very supportive of the police and firefighter in the city. And we're lucky, we feel that, and it means a lot to us.
If you're looking to commemorate 9/11, SMART offers this insight.
You want to come out to any events that are happening, any ceremonies, any parades, and like I said, you want to try to have a little act of kindness and do something good for somebody else.
In Belfast, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The Bangor High School JROTC also honored victims of 9/11, particularly first responders and military members. Wreaths were laid at the Bangor waterfront, each representing a different branch that lost members during and after the attacks. The first for law enforcement officers, another for firefighters and EMS, and the third for those in the military. Although none of the high schoolers who participated in the ceremony are old enough to remember the day, they say the events of 9/11 will not be forgotten.
9/11 is not the only memorial service we do. We do events for the USS Maine and Pearl Harbor, none of which we were alive for, but we think that these are really important times that we need to recognize happened. And even though they happened such a long time ago, we should never forget the lives that were lost or the sacrifices that were made.
Well, meanwhile, Tony Bowers of Island Falls was at Ground Zero in New York 2 days after the September 11th attacks. As Jody Hersey tells us, this man remembers vividly what it was like to witness that devastating day in U.S. history.
I was standing at Ground Zero.
Tony Bowers is a member of the Disaster Mortuary Operation Response Team, also known as DMORT. This volunteer group is dispatched for all sorts of disasters, including the September 11th attacks back in 2001.
There were no planes flying over. Everything was still. Everybody was recovering, trying to recover. There was asbestos and dust all through the air. I'd run my tongue around my mouth and it was just filled with dust and whatever. And everybody was quiet.
Bowers operates Bowers Funeral Homes in Holton and Presque Isle. He spent a few weeks in New York helping first responders and emergency crews recover those killed in the attacks.
They were grieving, and they didn't know how to take care of so many bodies in a mass order. Our team does. We have paperwork. We have all this. We can pull everybody together throughout the country. There's 10 teams throughout the country.
Bowers said he made a bond with those he worked side by side with at Ground Zero, many of whom he is still in touch with today.
I met a city cop, a New York City cop, and he was looking for size 13 boots, and I found some a few hours later. I tracked him down. He says, somebody will pick them up. And I gave them to this monster of a man, and the cop came back and took my business card, and weeks later he sent me an NYPD blue coat. America was pulled together by this, and we need to pull together again.
In Island Falls, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Each September 11th, the Brewer Fire Department constructs a display in honor of the EMS workers and others who lost their lives in the attacks. But they also have a physical reminder of the ultimate sacrifices made hanging over them every day, literally. In 2008, when the fire department first moved into the building, they received a donation: 2 steel beams directly from the wreckage of the World Trade Center. One currently sits in their public safety museum, while the other is suspended directly above their apparatus bay. Members of Brewer Fire and the PD say it serves as a reminder of why they continue to put themselves at risk for their community.
It's very humbling just to know that we have a piece of history here. It was a terrible day for public safety. A lot of firefighters, EMS, and police lost their lives that day. We're honored to be able to display that as a remembrance to them.
I like to visit the museum we have on kind of closer to the police side a couple times a year at least, specifically on this day too, to just kind of put it all in perspective. It's a great reminder that this job is real and that you can pay the ultimate sacrifice.
Many also drove by honking their horns at the remembrance display or stopping for photos. The department says members of the public are welcome to visit their museum and see the steel beams any day during their business hours. They hope that by sharing the displays with the community and members of their department, it will continue to serve as a reminder of a day that should never be forgotten.
Boy, they have a nice little museum over there too. They also have like a really old fire truck. It's kind of worth the time to pop in there sometime if you're ever over there in Brewer.
Absolutely, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, the time now is 8:14. Coming up on the Good Morning Maine show, Mainers will soon be asked whether they want to create a power company in an effort to save money. We'll hear from one group that's speaking out against the idea.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. More rain can be expected today with highs up near 70 degrees. Tonight, scattered showers and foggy conditions, low dropping down to around 62. Tomorrow, another chance of rain on the way with highs near 71.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, When pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
There's some things that go better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you be better prepared for unexpected events.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Whenever Maine Wood Floors wants to know the weather, they log on to foxbangor.com. Whether you're searching to add beauty with a new hardwood floor or need to restore your old one, Maine Wood Floors is your hardwood flooring expert in Mid-Coast Maine.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Brickmasters, here we are again asking our builders to create something beautiful and then destroying it.
Thursday, September 28th, Lego Masters is back with a colossal new season.
That is huge.
And all the drama you can handle.
Oh, get out of here.
We have a problem. It's literally sink or swim. Please float, please float, please float. We got a minifig down.
Lego Masters season premiere, Thursday, September 28th on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. Members of the Maine Affordable Energy Coalition made their case against the establishment of the Pine Tree Power Company. Our Doug Banks has the story.
I just want to say up front that the Maine State Chamber of Commerce strongly opposes question 3.
The Maine Affordable Energy Coalition spoke out against the creation of Pine Tree Power in a webinar, a proposed consumer-based quasi-government power company that is up for vote come November 7th. Sponsored and funded by CMP's parent company Avangrid, the Maine Affordable Energy Coalition says that Pine Tree Power is making false promises, claiming that their structure will eventually become just another CMP or Versant.
This legislation, again, is very clear that at the end of the day, a private contractor will be hired to run the grid. We will be at exactly the same place we are at now.
The coalition also claims that people will not be saving money on their electrical bill.
Those promises are just promises. There is not a plan.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Proponents of Pine Tree Power offered a different view. In a statement sent to our newsroom, a spokesperson for Our Power Maine said, quote, "This November, voters have the opportunity to vote yes on question 1 to create a Mainer-owned power company and vote out Versant and CMP. Pine Tree Power will bring back local control of our electric grid, reduce outages, and save Mainers $367 a year. Last year, Versant and CMP took $187 million in profits out of Maine to enrich their foreign owners. Versant and CMP answer to shareholders in Calgary, Spain, Norway, and Qatar, not Maine people. They have poured over $27 million into this referendum campaign to mislead voters and to keep raising our bills." End quote.
Last night's Bangor City Council meeting saw the passage of controversial ARPA funding towards expanding a vital community resource. Organizations were able to apply for ARPA funds from the city to aid city priority areas. As of last night, over $2 million in ARPA funds will go to the Hope House shelter for return to their pre-pandemic capacity. Despite wanting to support the shelter, 2 councillors expressed disagreement over the use of that large sum of money.
I have no doubts that the facility can justify, or the improvements in the facility are justified in order to improve the treatment capacity and to bring the facility back to its pre-COVID capacity. I do not agree with the funding for this project.
This is exactly the type of project the ARPA funds were intended for, and it is a lot of money, but I have no problem fully supporting it. Yes.
The award passed through the council and will be used to expand the shelter's capacity from 12 beds to 66 beds and also bolster dining and HVAC systems as well. I was reading this morning in the Bangor Daily, they also approved some money going over to Penquist to build a new child care facility. Child care is such a badly needed thing around here. There's just not enough for that. And also they're giving some money to the Together Place, which plans to build some affordable housing for low-income people who have some mental illness, that kind of thing. There's also a huge need for that around there.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it sounds like they're putting the money to good use.
Yeah, just housing kind of across the board.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, the time now is 8:20. After the break, we may not have received that much rain overnight, but other parts of New England and the Northeast suffered some flash flooding.
We'll have the latest on that, plus your full weather forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. Visit your Maine Chevy dealer.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness! Now through September 13th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
That's how we do. Are you looking at buying a house and would like financing options through the Maine State Housing Authority? Stearns Farm Subdivision on Main Road North in Hamden has 32 houses for sale, which have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and a 1-car garage for a combined total of 1,400 square feet. In order to qualify for financing, you will need to meet the criteria of the Maine Housing Authority and have a household income of less than $97,900. Please reach out to David Smallwood for more information. 949-3506.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects, science.
Name something that can make the earth move.
Heavy rain.
Hold on, it raining.
Health class.
Something you drop in the toilet and still use it afterward.
Toothbrush.
Nah, I'm not sticking that in my mouth. We're not doing teeth brushing today.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Now to a flash flood emergency. All morning, we've been seeing new images of severe flooding in parts of New England. ABC's Lionel Moyes has the latest.
Overnight, officials warning the flood emergency in Massachusetts could get even worse as rivers north of Boston begin to crest.
Find a high spot somewhere. Find a high spot and stay there until this is over.
6 to 9 inches of rain fell in a matter of hours, submerging cars in Leominster, forcing drivers to abandon their vehicles on the highway.
People were sitting on top of their cars just waiting for someone to come and rescue them.
First responders rescued multiple people at a flooded mobile home community as the mayor went on social media to plead with people to stay off the roads. Torrents of water washing away asphalt, opening up large sinkholes across the city.
These catch basins are coming right out of the ground. You're going to drive over one of them. All the streets are flooded.
To the south in Rhode Island, powerful floodwaters poured into homes and businesses, submerging the state's capital. Days of storms in the Northeast already caused at least 1 death in Northeast Pennsylvania. Thousands of flights have been canceled, causing a ripple effect at airports across the country. All this ahead of Hurricane Lee, barreling north in the Atlantic, packing 115-mile-per-hour winds overnight. It's expected to bring heavy surf along the East Coast and move past New England this weekend. Cape Cod and Maine are now on alert for heavy winds.
It's Saturday and Sunday that we watch for what could be a landfall of a much weaker storm by the time it gets up to the Canadian border right around Maine. But the impacts along the coast are going to be huge waves and rip currents.
Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
I know we'll be watching that storm very closely as the week progresses. Folks along the coast already making plans. Fishermen will want to maybe add extra lines to their boats, that kind of thing. Normally when one of these things comes through, they'll pull their boat right out of the water,
right,
put it back in later on.
Right. And for the average person, it seems like just those winds. I mean, if you park under trees or anything like that, maybe don't do that.
Yeah. We'll have more information as the week moves along. You know, things like your patio furniture outside. May want to put that away a little early this year because you don't want it to end up in your neighbor's yard.
Right.
Or something.
Some basic prep.
Yeah. In the meantime, just a little rain to deal with.
Hey, let's check in with Conrad Sapinski for that full weather forecast.
All right, my friends, our main weather is brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, folks, our temperatures are finally cooling off. Remember those record-breaking 80s and 90s we had not that long ago? Now they are all gone. All that cooler air from Canada's trickling down. 30s, 40s, and 50s are starting to show up there. And get ready, it is going to get even cooler. Our average high this time of year is around 73 degrees. The next several days, we are looking at near average to slightly below average temperatures. Then by Saturday, a little bit cooler, right near average once again Sunday into Monday timeframe. Other than that, those 80s and 90s are long gone for now. And our muggy meter does show a little bit humid for now, Wednesday into Thursday, and then by Friday, right through the weekend, dew points will be much better. They're going to be in the comfortable levels, so things will be improving as rain showers start to move out of the region. For now, we do have some scattered showers, mostly cloudy skies overall, though nothing heavy falling. This is more scattered. I still recommend bringing an umbrella for today and for tomorrow once again, as scattered rain showers will be continuing throughout the day. There will be lots of dry hours as well, but we are looking at pretty heavy rainfall Wednesday night into those morning hours on Thursday, so get ready for that. There's another thing we have to watch, and that's the tropics. Right now, this is major Hurricane Lee. Look at that wall. The wall replacement has occurred, and now a circular wall is continuing to fall. Take a look at this rainfall, though. We are looking at around half an inch to an inch of rain the next, I'd say, several days. But look what happens Saturday into Sunday as this storm starts to move into the area. It is going to dump a lot of rain, several inches of rainfall all over the area. So we will keep an eye on this. Right now, a major Category 3 hurricane. This is the path going all the way up north, the eastern seaboard. Look what happens right off the coast of Maine. And same story for us. We got to keep an eye on this. This will likely be occurring closer to Saturday into the Sunday timeframe. Look at this massive storm. The eye wall replacement is happening right about here, and it is continuing to strengthen. So we will keep an eye on gusty winds, rip currents, really big waves, and of course, lots of rainfall Saturday into Sunday. For today, scattered rain showers in the area, temperatures around 70. Tonight, temperatures in those lower 60s, scattered rain showers once again. Our extended forecast outlook does show rain showers occurring the next several days. We're in the clear by Friday. That's the calm before the storm. Then we got to watch Saturday into Sunday, our tropics, as possibly an extratropical or even a tropical storm will be in the area by Saturday.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family by a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
Come stop by Triple S Tag Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
I'll go naked. I bet you will.
25 words or less every weekday at 9 on Fox 22.
Welcome to Hell's Kitchen. The American dream. I've never seen such a pathetic opening in all my life.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
This is insane.
Yes, chef.
Embarrassing.
Yes, chef.
Get out.
Yes, chef.
Drive
Yes,
it.
chef.
You do it my way or it's the highway. Is that clear?
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
New this morning, the American researcher trapped for nearly 2 weeks in a cave in Turkey is free. Mark Dickey talked about the incredible rescue and what it was like to see the light of day again. Here's ABC's Rihanna Nally.
It is amazing to be above ground again.
American cave explorer Mark Dickey speaking overnight about this dramatic moment, finally being hoisted to safety. He spent 12 long days trapped in a Turkish cave after falling severely ill more than 3,400 feet below the surface, unable to ascend. Dickey now describing his harrowing struggle for survival.
My consciousness started to get harder to hold on to, and I reached to the point that I was like, I'm not going to live.
ABC's Marcus Moore reporting from the scene, rescuers behind him emerging with Dickey.
You can see Mr. Dickey there with that thermal blanket wrapped around him. This was a delicate operation, a delicate mission, one that took a lot of manpower and a lot of planning.
More than 150 rescuers teamed up, spending days beneath the surface, giving Dickey life-saving medical intervention for gastrointestinal bleeding, including a blood transfusion, all more than a half-mile underground. Then, beginning the treacherous journey, pulling Dickey, sometimes vertically, through the complex cave system on a stretcher, traversing narrow, winding passageways, even as the cave flooded with 3 feet of water.
It's been one hell of a crazy adventure, but I'm on the surface safely. I'm still alive.
Back above ground, Dickey grateful for the light at the end of the tunnel.
I gotta tell you, I don't know what to say. This is overwhelming. This is a first.
Make it a last.
Make it a last time too. Thank you.
Look at that smile. Dickey was flown by helicopter to a hospital where he is now recovering. And his parents, in a statement, thanking rescuers for the tremendous effort to save their son. Rihanna Nally, ABC News, New York.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is in Russia ahead of an expected meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Kim arrived in Russia in a heavily armed private train on Tuesday. He was accompanied by the North's foreign minister, along with top arms industry and military officials. Kim and Putin are expected to hold a meeting about a potential arms deal. U.S. intelligence officials say Russia is looking for weapons suppliers as its war against Ukraine continues. The Kremlin has not revealed where or when that meeting will take place. There was word recently they were also talking to China, trying to get some help with new weapons from them as well. So the war in Ukraine continues.
Yeah. All right, coming up on the second half of the newscast, hot rods and bikes graced the Twin City Plaza over the weekend. We'll hear from a young truck enthusiast who doesn't let his lack of a license hold back his passion for cars and trucks.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
Stop by Dirt Road Cafe today for fresh baked cinnamon rolls, bread, whoopie pies, and cookies. Dirt Road Cafe specializes in nutritious farm-to-table meals for your family from ours. Why choose fast food when you can choose Dirt Road Cafe, offering the most affordable grab-and-go home-cooked meals around? Stop by today.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. It's also National Day of Encouragement Day.
This day is dedicated to encouraging others and having a positive impact on those around us. Your words have the power to lift someone up when they're down. They also have the power to motivate someone who might be struggling following a setback. It was created in 2007 by a group of young people at the National Leadership Forum who saw a lack of encouragement as one of the obstacles youth face. And I think that's a major obstacle that most people in leadership positions face, is if you aren't good at giving words of encouragement, you're gonna face pushback from those you're trying to lead.
Yeah, you got to put the encouragement out as every bit as much as the criticism, and that goes in our daily life as well.
Right.
You know, words are so powerful. It doesn't take much to lift somebody up when you know they're having a tough time.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, a few words can devastate somebody too. Maybe they're going through something. So
Yeah. It's just kindness,
just
like
be
underneath
kind.
it all. Yeah.
Treat everybody like you want to be treated.
Right.
That's how you should live.
And if you want to be treated like garbage, maybe don't.
Some people might like that. I don't know. All right, on this day in history, back in 1873, the first practical typewriter was sold to customers. The first commercial mode was mounted to a sewing machine stand. It was so big. In 1962, President John F. Kennedy announced America would place a man on the moon and safely return him by the year 1970. I was also looking into it. This was also the day that he and Jacqueline Kennedy got married, way back when, before he was president.
Gotcha.
In 1979, Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox became the first American League player to get 3,000 career hits and 400 career home runs.
And on this day in 2001, President George W. Bush announced a war against terrorism following the 9/11 attacks. He vowed to find those responsible and bring them to justice. Today's birthdays include actress Emmy Rossum, who's 37 today, actor Joe Pontiliano is 73, and country singer Jennifer Nettles is 50 today.
I just remembered, I told you during, I think, the 6 o'clock hour that I met Carl Yastrzemski when he came up to a car dealership in Bangor once, and he was helping the hot cars. I don't even remember what was going on.
Yeah.
But he signed an autograph of himself, Carl Yastrzemski,
Yeah.
and I gave it to somebody because I couldn't care less.
Right.
I really didn't know who he was, but there was a big Red Sox fan over where I used to work at the time, so I gave it to them.
Yeah.
And hopefully they still have it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, my little brush with Carl Yastrzemski.
Or they made a little money off of it, either way.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. Probably
Right.
sold it on eBay and made $1,000, and it's like, thanks, Craig.
Yes.
So, but that's okay. If
That's funny.
help them out, then
Yeah.
good for them.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we've been saying it all day. Looks like a little more rain on the way today. Not steady rain, but there could be times where it comes down quite steadily.
What else can you say?
Yeah.
Here's Conrad Sapinski with the forecast.
Thank you so much. Our first weather today is brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, folks, once again, it is a rainy start to the day. Lots of clouds out there and scattered rain showers continuing to fall all over the area. Indicated here by the visibilities, a little bit low here in town. Coming in at 5 miles, look at the coast. Much lower visibilities as that fog, that thicker fog, is situated in the region combined with some low, thick clouds. Rain in the region, and yes, visibilities are low, folks. Leave a little bit extra early for that morning commute. Better to leave extra early and drive safely to work. Our temperatures are in the mid-60s. Same thing in Bar Harbor, Rockland area. But look just up north. We're talking lower 60s in some spots. Millinocket, Greenville region, that's where we're looking at those lower 60s. Other than that, pretty quiet. Our winds are around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some places like Bar Harbor and Greenville are coming in with a 0 mile per hour wind, so not too bad. Later on today, we will have temperatures hovering close to 70 degrees. Scattered rain showers in the area. Lots of dry hours as well. For tonight, same story. Besides temperatures in those lower 60s, dense fog in the area. For tomorrow, scattered rain showers with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures around 70 degrees. Later on today, though, we are looking at those scattered rain showers. Temperatures slightly warming up, hovering close to 70 degrees.
Motorists were revving and music was blasting from the 16th annual Brewer Days Car Show. 188 classic vehicles and motorcycles turned out on Sunday for the annual event held at the Twin City Plaza. Folks of all ages enjoyed the show, including 7-year-old Braden Littlefield. This youngster can't say enough good things about his family's 1930 Model A pickup truck.
That it runs good, and you can crank start it, or you can do it, or you can start it from the inside.
I want to see this car show stay on and keep going to help the area kids, and I'm amazed at everybody's coming out to support us.
All the proceeds from the Brewer Days car show benefit the Brewer Boy Scouts Adventuring Crew number 48 for an out-of-state activity they have planned for this season.
Very neat. I love those old cars. I love that old, was it a Model A pickup truck or something?
Yeah.
I'd love to go for a ride in it someday.
Yeah,
Pretty
any of
neat.
them too. I wish I made it.
Yeah, Braden should tell his family to hang on to that truck. So
Absolutely.
maybe he can have it someday.
I see that in his future.
Yeah.
All right, still to come here this morning, Tyler Cruz will have the latest with sports, plus we have an interview with a couple folks from Penobscot Theater Company about their latest play.
Don't go away.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
You should Angie that.
Angie what?
Angie that. It means connecting with skilled professionals for all your home projects, from repairs to renovations, so you can get the most out of your home. Get started today at Angie.com.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
No.
Of course not.
Not again.
Keep your long-lasting Toyota fuel-efficient and dependable. Contact your New England Toyota dealer today to learn about affordable September service offers that use quality, genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
Summer is ending, but the savings are endless at Bob's Discount Furniture. With 6, 12, 30, and 60-month financing options and new everyday low prices on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more. Soak up the savings in store or online because the sun never sets on Bob's Discount.
Only one question leads to life-changing money.
Is it real or is it snake oil?
The game is simple. 2 outrageous products. Just pick the real from the fake.
Would you buy one of those?
Yeah, but I'm a weirdo.
Celebrity sleuths help expose who's lying.
You a cop. You can detect snake oil.
How much would you risk?
They get excited. They like to spend your money.
Go big or go home.
The con is on.
Let's play snake oil.
Series premiere Wednesday, September 27th on Fox.
That's my guess.
Celebrity Name That Tune premieres September 19th on Fox.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. We are going to start on the gridiron. Some big news coming out of Foxborough on Sunday. We will get to the loss to Philly in a second, but at halftime, Pats owner Robert Kraft announcing what many of us already knew: Tom Brady is going into the Patriots Hall of Fame. The official Hall of Fame induction ceremony with the jersey retirement and all the pizzazz will take place in Patriot Place on June 12th. That's a Wednesday in 2024. Brady coming back to Gillette Stadium to be the first keeper of the light. He was ringing the bell pregame from their new light tower at Gillette. And one thing that stood out, at least to me, from Brady's halftime speech is him saying he will forever be a Patriot.
One thing I am sure of, and that will never change, is that I am a Patriot for life.
This all happening in front of a packed house in Foxborough where some Mainers were there, some diehard Pats fans, of course, who were on cloud 9 after hearing Tom's remarks.
He's the GOAT, and he will always be, and we were so glad to hear that 6/12/24 could be a very big day here in New England.
And then when he said at the end, I will always be a Patriot, that was it right there for me. So that was just wonderful.
Certainly a wonderful ceremony indeed. Can't wait for the big thing in June. Let's go to the second most exciting thing that happened at Gillette Stadium on Sunday, and that was the season opener for the Pats. New England fighting, but falling 25-20 to last year's Super Bowl runners-up from Philadelphia. Despite the way the game started, with New England falling behind 16-0 after 2 turnovers, the Patriots looked good, and the Eagles are no joke. In my opinion, Mac Jones had over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Great day for him. The defense, for the most part, kept that Philly offense in check. New England had the chance late to pull off the upset, and some may say they should have won the game. I think the fact that they should have won the game is a great thing, and afterwards in the locker room, some of the guys proud of the resiliency of the club.
You know, it was all about, sticking together. When things get hard, it's easy to kind of fall apart and start pointing fingers and blaming, but we stayed together and we fought through. We don't care what the score is. We're just going to compete until the end.
I think the cliche thing that everybody's going to say is we're not here for moral victories, but at the end of the day, when we were on, it felt good, and guys were clicking, and offense looked good. Defense, played lights out.
We definitely did some good things, not enough to win. So we just have to tip the scale next week and do enough to win.
All right, let's go to some field hockey now. Great game this weekend. Up in Orono, the Foxcroft Academy Ponies visiting the Red Riots on Monday. It's a Class C North matchup on a wet afternoon, but staying dry at Orono High School. Second half is where we'll start. No score. Ponies on the move. Hillary Howard with it. She gets in the box, but Abby DeRozier slides in to make the save. We are still scoreless. Late in the game we go, still scoreless. Manny Galero, the great ball to Howard, but this time a kick save from DeRozier denies her, but the Ponies would keep coming. 0-0 still. Galero again. A good ball to Howard inside, and this time she makes it count with under 5 minutes to go. That makes it 1-0. The Ponies would hold on to win by that score. And for some other scores from around the area, Dexter Central over MCI in field hockey in overtime, 2-1. Bucksport over MCI in boys soccer, 3-1. And field hockey, Brewer and Oxford Hills tying 0-0. Great defensive game down there. And in more field hockey, Old Town over Stern Skank, 3-0. All right, let's get back to the football field now. Maine football falling over the weekend to North Dakota State University, the second-ranked team in FCS football. The competition was a big step up from FIU in Week 1. The Bison are perennial contenders each and every season to win a national title. For Maine, they hung tough and held their own. Once again, a bright spot for the Black Bears was that black hole defense. They held the Bison to just 16 first-half points, giving the team a shot in the second half. Unfortunately for Coach Stevens, he says it was a tale of two halves, but certainly there's a lot to build on in terms of the defensive side of the ball.
But really, just a lot of things to build off for our defense, and I think there's a lot of pieces there, and a lot of moments in the game that were, inspirational in terms of our goal line stands against them, and being down on the inside the 5-yard line and playing really tough.
All right, and they have a tough matchup at home on Saturday. Their home opener against Rhode Island at 3:30. That's all the time we have for sports right now. We'll be right back after the break.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
Welcome to Catan General Store. KG has it all. We are home to your outdoor essentials, including Fitzgerald's rods and reels, all sorts of fishing, hunting, and camping gear. We are a Maine license inspection and tagging station. We have gifts and souvenirs, including coffee mugs, jewelry, stuffed animals, and home decor. We stock t-shirts and sweatshirts from Duck Company, Legacy Hats, Lazy One, World's Softest Socks, and many more. Of course, you can fuel up with Maine's own Carabasset coffee, salads, sandwiches, homemade meals, and treats. We have ethanol-free gas for all your motorsports. KG, everything you desire.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Now through September 13th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th. That's how we do.
Maine
Cabin Masters, Ashley Morrill is branching out.
I wanted to go out and I wanted to start something a little bit separated from Cabin Masters, but also that I would be able to use within Cabin Masters.
We'll hear more about how the rustic counties of Maine are inspiring Ashley Morrill's love of design. Tonight on Fox 22, News at 10.
I came here to help you, but now we're starting to lose control. What is that? Are you willing to change?
Kitchen Nightmares returns September 25th on Fox.
Of course. So what's the new play that's premiering soon? Can you talk about it a little bit?
You bet. We had our opening on Saturday. This is the launch of our 50th season, which is a little bit of a milestone, but we chose to launch it with a piece that we had done in 1990 as part of George Vafiatis's first season. It's Crimes of the Heart by Beth Henley. It's a Pulitzer Prize winner from 1981.
Wow, absolutely. So you both have parts to play, and you're the artistic director. You haven't really played a part in a play in quite some time. Can you talk about that a little bit before we?
Yeah, it's been 15 years.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm playing Doc Porter in this, and I tell you, the women in this play it centers around three sisters who are dealing with a pretty life-changing event in Hazelhurst, Mississippi. And they all have to kind of come together around that, and they do all the real lifting. I feel a little embarrassed, frankly.
No. So what's your role, Stephanie? Are you one of the three sisters?
I am. I'm
Cool.
the middle sister. I play Meg McGrath, and she's really fun because she is truly in the middle of it all, and she's very vibrant and tough, and kind of gets into a little bit of trouble here and there.
Yeah.
And she's a good time.
That's my favorite type of character. So comedy.
Yes.
Drama.
Both of those things.
Can you explain kind of what is that? It's a hard act to play, obviously, because you have to be poignant while also funny.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I think our brilliant director, Julia Lisnett, who's also been with the company for a very long time, she really encouraged people to, hey, life can be absurd sometimes, and for all of the struggles, right? Sometimes it can be you laugh to keep from crying, and sometimes you let go and let those tears flow. So I think that she does a remarkable job, Beth Henley, the playwright, of putting those two things right side by side. So it starts out and it is uproariously funny, and then I think that she just shifts it so that you feel all the feels as well. And I think that's a pretty remarkable trick in the writing, and I think the audiences are really going along for the ride.
Amazing. And that's kind of the nature of theater, too. I mean, it's to kind of find humility and humor in our day-to-day lives, and a little bit of an escape from that, too.
Yeah.
Cool. And I love Julie, too. I've known Julie my whole life, and she's done Shakespearean stuff for a long time, so I'd say she's a pro at kind of finding a theme like that in a play.
She does, right? And certainly Shakespeare's writing does that, right? Where you have those two things existing side by side in each of the pieces. So she seemed old hat at it for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, so if people want to go, it's already premiered. Where can people buy tickets and learn more?
Yeah.
You can call the box office and talk to our amazing associates there, Ben and Amy, at 942-3333. And you can also buy tickets on the website at penobscottheater.org.
Easy enough.
And we run for 2 more weekends. So this weekend and next we close September 24th.
Okay.
And hope you'll check it out.
Narrow window to go see it.
It's true.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Of course, we'll send it over to Conrad for our full weather forecast.
All right, my friends, our main weather is brought to you by Marilyn Monroe Spas. Sign up for your VIP spa membership today for exclusive members only services and benefits. It's the perfect gift for your loved ones. All right, folks, our temperatures are finally cooling off. Remember those record-breaking 80s and 90s we had not that long ago? Now they are all gone. All that cooler air from Canada's trickling down. 30s, 40s, and 50s are starting to show up there. And get ready, it is going to get even cooler. Our average high this time of year is around 73 degrees. The next several days, we are looking at near average to slightly below average temperatures. Then by Saturday, a little bit cooler, right near average once again Sunday into Monday timeframe. Other than that, those 80s and 90s are long gone for now. And our muggy meter does show a little bit humid for now, Wednesday into Thursday, and then by Friday, right through the weekend, dew points will be much, much better. They're going to be in the comfortable levels, so things will be improving as rain showers start to move out of the region. For now, we do have some scattered showers, mostly cloudy skies overall, though nothing heavy falling. This is more scattered. I still recommend bringing an umbrella for today and for tomorrow once again, as scattered rain showers will be continuing throughout the day. There will be lots of dry hours as well, but we are looking at pretty heavy rainfall Wednesday night into those morning hours on Thursday, so get ready for that. There's another thing we have to watch, and that's the tropics. Right now, this is major Hurricane Lee. Look at that wall. The wall replacement has occurred, and now a circular wall is continuing to fall. Take a look at this rainfall, though. We are looking at around half an inch to an inch of rain the next, I'd say, several days. But look what happens Saturday into Sunday as this storm starts to move into the area. It is going to dump a lot of rain, several inches of rainfall all over the area. So we will keep an eye on this. Right now, a major Category 3 hurricane. This is the path going all the way up north, the eastern seaboard. Look what happens right off the coast of Maine. And same story for us. We got to keep an eye on this. This will likely be occurring closer to Saturday into the Sunday time frame. Look at this massive storm. The eye wall replacement is happening right about here, and it is continuing to strengthen. So we will keep an eye on gusty winds, rip currents, really big waves, and of course, lots of rainfall Saturday into Sunday. For today, scattered rain showers in the area, temperatures around 70. Tonight, temperatures in those lower 60s, scattered rain showers once again. Our extended forecast outlook does show rain showers occurring the next several days. We're in the clear by Friday. That's the calm before the storm. Then we got to watch Saturday into Sunday, our tropics, as possibly an extratropical or even a tropical storm will be in the area by Saturday.
There's some things that go better together.
Burger and fries, soup and salad.
Thank you. Like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you make smarter decisions for a more confident financial future.
Hey, it's Tandem Bicycle. You can't do that by yourself. Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, depend on the knowledge and experience of Hammond Lumber Company. Hammond's Home Planning Center will turn your ideas into accurate conceptual drawings, and 3D visualization is available. Your Hammond sales rep will prepare a materials list and cost estimate. And when you buy all of your materials from them, Hammond will refund all of your design fees. Hammond can deliver your order from any of their 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner since 1953.
Beat Shazam is back with guest host Nick Cannon and DJ Kelly Osbourne.
Please come take this $1 million.
Beat Shazam, tonight on Fox. Could you sing in the blanks for $1 million prize?
Two things everybody loves, music and money.
Don't forget the lyrics, tonight on Fox.
Why are you here?
I want to get punished.
Fight!
Special Forces World's Toughest Test, September 25th on Fox.
Looking for your dream home? Contact the Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
A stunning rainbow arches across New York City. An evening thunderstorm cleared out just in time for a rainbow to form across the Big Apple on Monday. The rainbow comes as the city and nation marks 22 years since the September 11th terrorist attack on the Twin Towers. Wow, I think a lot of people probably looked up in the sky and were thankful for the date of that.
It's a beautiful sight.
Yeah,
nice.
absolutely. Good way to honor and remember.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're about out of time for this hour of Good Morning Maine. If you missed anything, please head to foxbangor.com.
We hope you have a wonderful day.